Hello everyone, it's Mike here, and we got a special one. It is the horror movie Gold Rush for the Halloween Championship. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I think we're going to be able to do this in 3 parts. So tonight we'll cover the first 2 matchups, and then the part 2 will be the second 2, and then we'll do the rest on part 3, the final 4 and then the finals. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, and some people got snubbed for sure. Jigsaw got snubbed. So did Pinhead. A bunch of people got snubbed. It just depends on your opinion. But I still think I put together a good tournament list for this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to kick things off with the first match. And it's the classic Freddy versus Jason. We had to do this. We just had to do this. And I will go ahead and say this. I did not make any of the signs you're going to see. There's a bunch of signs. There's going to be a lot of Easter eggs kind of in this. As you can see, there's one there. I also didn't make the image for the mat what I'm using for the mat. All this is on Community Creations though. And so are these characters also. So I didn't make any of this. I did put it all together. I'll take credit for that. But make sure you download the images, the characters, if you like them. I kind of made up a quick ring for this. And I like all the blood splatter all over the barricade. That was pretty cool. And I used Kruger's sweater as kind of a rug. You may notice it if they get out of the ring or something like that. But yeah, Freddy versus Jason. We're also going to have Chucky versus Ghostface. So going to be a really fun night. And this is a new thing I'm doing. And hopefully you'll do pretty well. It's going to be 3 parts. So we'll cover the first 2 in the part 1. And then the 3 and 4 in part 2. And then the rest will be covered in the 3rd part. So the 3rd part will be probably 15 to 20 minutes long. But Freddy versus Jason, who's your favorite? I have to go with Jason. If we're comparing the 2, we got to go through all the movies. And Freddy is just, he's got only about 4 that are actually good. A lot of people like New Nightmare. I actually don't. And then as for Friday the 13th, I basically like every movie except for Jason Goes to Hell and 2009. I'm not a big fan of that one. It's better than Jason Goes to Hell, but I mean, watching paint dry is basically better than that. So, but as you can see, we got the Freddy rug. And as for the Nightmare on Elm Street series, I would have to go with the first 3 are just great, and then the 4th one is just very okay, just bare average. And then the rest of them are horrible. And, of course, I like Freddy versus Jason. So, Nightmare, Freddy's only has about probably 4 movies I like. And Jason, he has probably about 9. So, and he's a better character. You know, Freddy's not likable. He has a very dark past, and he kind of got what he deserved. Unlike Jason, who didn't get what he deserved. I'm pretty sure that Freddy was guilty to begin with. I would have to go back and look. I think at first they probably made it like he wasn't guilty, and then I think later on they revealed that he was a horrible person. But I'm not 100% on that. I'm pretty sure that was the case. As for Jason, though, you know, you feel sorry for him. I feel more sorry for him, and plus he's a better killer. Freddy does have a cool design. I will give him that. That sweater, the glove, you know, the burnt, the grotesqueness that he has. And by the way, we have that grotesqueness around the ring. That's his skin. We're using his skin as a little pattern around, which was kind of disgusting, but I thought it was cool. But who are you rooting for? Who you like better? Make sure you let me know. And justify why you like the other one better than the other one. I will be talking about the franchises more than, making this out to be I'm like calling the fight. I'm going to talk more about these two and the next two. And, I'll call a little bit of the fight, but I just wanted to give you all this because you all love this. I noticed that this is a trend that you all seem to love. So look at Freddy. Oh, man. Nice takedown there. And by the way, I forgot to mention this. They're all 100 overalls. They're all custom movesets. So there is, actually a couple of them are 99 because if they're super heavyweights, they have to be 99 for some reason. So they're all either 99 or 100. And and they all have 2 perks. I made sure they all had 2 perks. I also made sure that they didn't have any generic stuff. As far as I know, it's not generic. I mean, it could be. One of them could have a generic moveset, but I tried to go out of my way to make sure that most of them didn't, at least. And I was going to throw Pinhead in here, but he kind of got snubbed at the last minute by Art, because I wanted to see the Art versus Pennywise matchup, which I think Art's actually better. That's a pretty controversial statement, but I think people will start agreeing later down the road. And Freddy. Oh, wow. Kick out there by Jason. Yeah, I love Freddy versus Jason. I think that's a great movie. But I think most people love Jason more. And I feel like most wrestling fans love Jason more also, because that number 3 has that pro wrestling vibe to it. It has a little bit of that in it. So, and I always think there's been like certain things that wrestling fans love, like the horror, the Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, kind of crosses over. Metal music is another. I kind of noticed that that's a trend with most people, not all fans, but most of them. There seems, or hard rock, love for hard rock and metal. I kind of see that there's, certain, it's like that diagram that's, you have certain things on the right, certain things on the left, and then there's the center. And a lot of people in that center love certain stuff. But Freddy's doing pretty well here, but no points yet. No points yet for either guy. And what I find so crazy about this is one died from fire, one died from water. And it's like and they both kind of don't like fire or water. And I always thought that was cool, especially when you put them together in, Freddy versus Jason. I would like to see more verses. I think we need to have more crossovers. And I've suggested even, and this is going to sound crazy, and I'm crazy, so I'm going to say it. I think a good idea would be a movie where we have a SWAT team versus, like, all these slashers. Like, I would only put a few together. I'd do Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Ghostface, and Leatherface. I'd put those 5 in there. And Myers, so 6. I put those 6 in there. I wouldn't put anyone really else in there. I mean, you could make a case for Jigsaw, but he technically uses tools and engineering to destroy his enemies. So I think that would be cool to have those 6 against like a good SWAT team. But who do you cast as a SWAT team? You got to put in like people from the Expendables. That would make it even better. I mean, it'd make it a more fair matchup, but at the same time, they would have guns. So that wouldn't be fair, but these guys are tough. They can take it. But still, I think it would be really cool. I don't know how you would pull it off, though. I don't know how you would write that movie. First of all, you would have to get all the studios to let you use the rights to all their characters. So I don't know if all the studios share these characters. I know that they're owned probably by different people. So you would have to pull them all together, and then you would have to get like someone like Stallone, Statham would be good. All these action stars, I would love to see. Or at least, if we can't do that, a good cast of actors, just in general. Just actors in general that are all pretty famous all together trying to fight these guys off. It needs to be really cool. And Freddy gets the first point. So Freddy gets the first point. I think it would be a cool idea. You can let me know a better idea that you would like to see. But I would love to see a bunch of action stars versus these guys. And maybe they could have like some grunts in their crew. I don't know how you would work that out, like some little monsters. Like, you know how like the putties are in the Power Rangers. Just people that could easily get taken out. So, I think it would be a cool idea, though. But Freddy's up by 1, and I know a lot of people are probably not happy about that. Majority probably loves Jason over Freddy. And majority probably picked, I haven't looked, but majority probably picked Jason to win this thing. This is one of the best Freddys I've seen. Usually, he's one of the most difficult characters because you got to get that skin down, the face scan makes it even harder. And I probably haven't seen one this good ever. This might be the best one. So if you're a Freddy fan, you got to get this version. There might have been one in the past, maybe in 19 or that is just as good as this one, but this is and as quick as it came out, because oh goodness gracious, there we go. Power company, they're trying to pull the plug on our electric. Freddy didn't pay his electric bill. That's what we're gonna go with. And yeah, I wanted to do this because it's a whole new thing to do. We've never done anything like this. I think we've done stuff like this, but it's been like since probably 2016 or something. And look at Jason go. He is just taking the shovel to Freddy. I'm rooting for Jason, but I'm going to call this fair. Whoever wins, wins. And some of these might not be as good as others. I'm going to go ahead and warn you, because you know how the AI works. Ugh. They do really dumb stuff sometimes. I love that sweater. I used it as a rug. That's pretty funny. And look here. Oh, wow. Oh, and Jason going for the bear hug, the Camp Crystal hug. Gonna try to squeeze Freddy to death. And, he's... I'm really rooting for Jason, but I don't know if he can pull it off. I mean, Freddy's doing really well. I mean, Jason's gonna have to hit a finisher or something. And let's see if he can get it here. He just put in that big move, and it's not enough. And I hope this doesn't turn out to be disappointing, because the problem is I don't think I can redo these if I don't like one. Or maybe I can if it takes too long and I hit the start button. Maybe that's a possibility, but I'm not for sure. But this is going to be cool because it's going to be like a 3-parter. So I don't know how I'm going to schedule it all out with everything else, though. Oh, and Freddy just dove, and he just totally botched it. Well, Jason kind of got out of the way just in time. I wouldn't call it a botch, but that was pretty funny. It's one of those moves where you fly in the air, and you realize once you're in the air that you screwed it up. It's one of those. And look at Jason here. Just leveling Freddy. And maybe we'll do another one with the other guys, but I know it's not going to be as exciting, and people won't want it as much. Maybe the Universal people will, if we do the old school people. And a kick out there by Freddy. Wow. Jason just cannot get a point. He is literally drowning. No pun intended. And look here. Uh-oh. Oh, that one. That could get you a point. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And Jason's as mad as I. And I want him to win. I really do. I don't think there's a comparison between these two. But I'm sure some people like Freddy better. It's just, I don't know many. I probably have met if they like him, it's because he drops jokes. Because they like, the trash talker. He is a great trash talker, and that's one thing he has over Michael and Jason, is he talks. Same thing goes for Chucky and Ghostface, who we're going to see later. And of course, Art doesn't talk, and Pennywise talks though. So, I don't know how I feel. I mean, is it better if you don't talk and you're menacing, or you trash talk? Because Freddy and Chucky have comedy to them, which is and Freddy used fire. Wow, that's kind of odd. I mean, they had to give him that, but he's afraid of fire. So why? At least I think he's afraid of fire. And oh man, I knew as soon as that was but he got a counter on that finisher there. So Jason's not giving up. But look at this. Oh man. And that was a brutal DDT. Oh, and a trash can shot. And Freddy going for the pin. It may be enough. I don't know. See, and that's why. That's the problem with this. You're going to have some endings like that. But, I mean, you got to give it to the, he definitely dominated that match, but such a bummer. And I don't know if we did a bracket for this or not, but that probably broke a lot of people's brackets. But I love that version of Freddy. It's really good. And now it's time for the Chucky and Ghostface. Chucky and Ghostface. So, these guys, they talk some trash. They do talk some trash. This is going to be fun. Seeing these two. And Chucky's always fun. He's always been fun. I would say he's one of the least menacing of the... So now we got to compare the franchises. So let's talk about the franchises. So Chucky's got Child's Play 1 through 3. He's got Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky. And I think there's another one in there, isn't there? But it's so probably forgettable, I don't care. Wow. And then he's got the show, which I've never seen. Wow. And then they got that remake of Child's Play. It's not really a remake, but it's like, I did not like that one. And then Scream, you got Scream 1 through 6. So that's easy to remember. I still, till this moment, now I may have watched it by now, I still haven't seen Scream 2. Which I don't know why. But if you can compare the Child's Play series, I think 1 through 3 is solid. A lot of people don't like 3. I don't get why. I do not understand why people don't like number 3. I will never understand it. They consider it to be one of the worst in the franchise, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever that it's one of the worst ones. I cannot grasp it. Why people hate that movie. And then Scream 1 through 6, I haven't seen 2. But 1 is all-time favorite. 3 is not good. And then 4 through 6 is good. I really like 4. I like 5 pretty good. 6 is just, it's like a 7. But still pretty, look at this. Look at this. Wow. And Ghostface does not want to play with Chucky, that's for sure. And now he's chasing him around with a hockey stick. Oh, not the ladder. Oh, that's what you say to the ladder. Oh, it disappeared too. Even better. I hate that thing. I hate that plastic ladder. It always makes me angry. But back to the franchises. So 1 and 4 are the best of the Scream franchise, I think. And then on Chucky, 1 and Bride of Chucky are the best. Seed of Chucky's trash. 1 through 3 of Child's Play is good. I really like 1. 1 is excellent. Then 2 and 3 are pretty good. And then Bride of Chucky's excellent. And then Seed of Chucky is trash. And I don't like really the rest of them. Cult's okay. Cult has one of the best kills, but I think the one with the girl that's in the wheelchair, I don't like that one. I forget which one that is. I think it's like called Curse or something like that. I'd have to look it up. I think I'm missing one, but I can't think of it. So who do I give the edge to? I don't know. I need to see Scream 2 still. I think it's about a tie, though, because, I mean, both of them have 2 solid movies. And 3's not good of Scream. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as Seed of Chucky, though. Seed of Chucky's terrible. I don't think anyone likes that movie. But some people have the audacity to say Child's Play 3 is worse than Seed of Chucky. You have lost your mind. You have lost your mind. You need to be in a straitjacket with Hannibal Lecter. That's where you need to be. I mean, that is just a bold statement. Because I'm almost 100% sure Seed is the worst. But, hey, maybe it's just your opinion. And Ghostface with a nice counter on a big move. And Ghostface, oh, throws it. Wow. I've seen people throw the sledgehammer a lot lately, and, you know, I don't know why they do it, but that one was actually a good throw, though. I mean, it's better than a lot of people. I could see Ghostface botching the throw. Definitely botching the throw. So who do I give? Honestly, I think it's about a tie. I like them probably about equally. It just depends. I do think Scream 1's the best of all the movies if we take both franchises. But Child's Play 1 and Bride of Chucky are really good too. But if we compared the two, I think Scream would have the advantage if we take the 2 best and then the 2 best of Chucky. So Chucky's got, I like the first one and Bride the best, and then Scream it's going to be 1 and 4. And I think 1 and 4 is better than Child's Play and Bride of Chucky. However, I need to rewatch those. I do need to rewatch those now. And this October, man, it is going to be lit. I am definitely going to be back on the, you know, we're at the time I'm doing this, we got 4 months. We're 4 months away from October, which is going to be fun. And, I mean, that's all we got to look forward to, really. Because all we're going to hear about in October is politics. So we can drain the politics out with horror movies. You know? Because the real horror is the politics. That's the reality of horror. And I don't want to hear about it. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. I'm going to have to hear about this the rest of my life. You know? Oh, my goodness. It's never going to end. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. That was like a collision there with the stick and the shovel. Is that a hockey stick in the shovel? Is that what it was? Couldn't tell from this distance, but... And, look at this. And they keep on countering the choke slams. Nobody can pull one of those off good. I would love to see, we need another Versus movie, though, because I was talking about it earlier. Freddy vs. Jason was perfect because of the whole fire and water scenario. But who would else be a good Versus? I thought they could have did Alien versus Predator well, but they did not do that well. That's just it's not a terrible movie, but it's just average. And it could have been better. First of all, it's PG-13, which is blasphemous. Just why would you do that? Oh, we want to get more teenagers in the theater. You think they're not going to find a way to get in if it's R-rated? Come on. I don't think it affects that much as people think it does. Now, if you made Star Wars R-rated, or if you made the Avengers R-rated, then that might be a problem. But Alien and Predator, those franchises were always R. And then you make that PG-13, and you try to make up with it by putting slime in the movie. And then I never watched AVPR, which did bad. So it's not just about the R rating. It's the writing, too. But a lot of people hate AVPR. And I have the Alien vs. Predator video game. I need to definitely work on that. I wouldn't mind playing that again, but it's probably pretty outdated. Yeah, Pinhead got snubbed because he's the you know how there's the black sheep of the family? He's just like the black sheep of the horror movie community. He just is. And he's got a lot of movies, but not all of them are good. Some of them are terrible. He's got a couple good ones. And look at kick out there by Chucky. Still no points. But the whole his method of killing is just puts him in the he doesn't fit in with the family. Okay, he doesn't use the chain thing. It's more like a supernatural type of thing. And Freddy's got his claws. Michael's got his knife. Chucky's got his knife and all kinds of other weapons. And then Leatherface has the chainsaw. But, Pinhead's method is just so weird. It is kind of supernatural, and even though it is gory, and it'd be horrible. He probably has one of the worst type of kills he does compared to the others. I would rather be stabbed than chained up, in Hellraiser. So, you all know what happens to Frank. If you haven't seen, that's what I'm talking about. And I haven't seen all the movies, so maybe he changes his method, but he likes to use that torture rack a lot. And usually he doesn't have a high kill count either, compared to these guys. It's more like a fantasy type of horror. And of course it falls in the subgenre of body horror. And some people say they don't like how I say that word. Because I have the accent, obviously. So, I get it. I get it. But I'm putting on some of the best shows. So there you go. So, I don't pronounce a lot of things right, in general. And oh, wow, chair shot to the head. And that Freddy skin is so gross on the side. It is so gross. And I just wanted to change things up, and hopefully everyone enjoys this. A lot of people are passionate for this. They love to see it, especially these characters. They bring a lot of attention. So does the Five Nights at Freddy's people. And look at Chucky. Can he get a point? We haven't had any points in this, and he finally gets one. And wow, it's been a 5-star match. It's been very extreme. I think I like this one better than the other one. I'm not for sure, though. But I always feel like Jason can beat them all, you know? And I know the AI, obviously, I put them all at 100, so. Technically, if I put Roman at 100, he could beat Jason, so. I still am not okay with that first one. And it kind of burns me up, but I got to be fair. And look at Chucky. Oh, my goodness. He may have ended it there. He may have ended it there. Look at that. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it is done. It is done. And I wanted more competition, too. Because neither, it wasn't 1 versus 1 and then 3. So, that's kind of a bummer. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And okay. Oh, ooh. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? You're being foul, is what you are. At least we're going to see Chucky dance. Uh-oh, what is he doing now? But anyway, oh my goodness. That was fun. But anyway, here's how our Gold Rush stands as of now. So it will be Freddy versus Chucky in part 3. However, we still got to cover Myers, Leatherface, Art, and Pennywise. I hope you all enjoyed it. And there is still more to come. It is going to be a great Gold Rush, and I can't wait to see who wins at all.